Hello everyone, this is Group Impact. In this workshop, we will talk about the importance of a healthy diet. We propose an easy to remember formula H is equals to VPN over C, which adequately summarizes the relationship between health and some important components. Three components which improve health are variety, proportion, and nutrition. This relation is called directly proportional. On the other hand, with increasing contamination in the food, health decreases. This shows the relationship of inversely proportion. Variety is the first component which, if increased, increases the health of an individual. The meaning of the variety in food context is to have different types of food present in your meal. This has a lot of advantages. First, different types of food have different nutrients, and eating different nutrients is a requirement of the human body. So, when one has variety in the meal, it means they are intaking different nutrients which are important for the growth of the human body. Secondly, having a balanced diet will also reduce the chance of different diseases such as malnutrition. Food variety can be increased in two ways, which are variety within the meal and variety across the meal. Variety within the meal means eating a variety of food at the same time. For example, a person can have the following items in breakfast: beans, sausages, milk, and eggs. Variety across the meals means eating different types of foods during lunchtime on consecutive days. For example, one day you can have vegetables during lunchtime and next day you can have meat. Lastly, it is very important to be mindful about the quantity of food we are eating. While increasing the variety, we should keep the food items in appropriate quantity, which is further explained in the next part. The other important component is nutrition. Nutrients are very important for our body to function properly, and they also help us to perform daily routine activities such as studying and exercising. The six main nutrients are water, carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. Each of the nutrients mentioned above serves a specific purpose. For example, if we talk about water, it plays an important part in our body functions by regulating the body temperature and removing the waste from the body. Moreover, proteins help in the movement of body muscles, repairing and growth of body tissues, and giving our body a proper structural framework. Talking about how to obtain these different nutrients, it is important to note that the sources are mostly different for most nutrients. For example, protein can be obtained by eating more chicken, fish, and eggs, while to fulfill the daily requirement of vitamins, we can eat more vegetables and fruits. The third component is proportion. It is very important to eat a meal with proper proportion size, as it will really help to stay fit and maintain a good health. If proper proportion size is not observed, it will lead to different problems such as obesity, which can further lead to different health problems such as heart diseases. According to different research conducted, the optimum proportion size of a meal is suggested to be half plate vegetables, one quarter of whole grains, and one quarter of meat. Moreover, it is highly suggested that a person should consume fish 2 to 3 times a week in order to benefit from the nutrition of fish. Meal size is usually measured in calories. Calories is a unit which is used to measure the amount of energy you can get from a food item. Generally, it is recommended that men should intake 2500 calories per day, while women should have 2000 calories per day. Moreover, it is highly suggested that most of the calories should be consumed during breakfast and least in your dinner. Taking high calories in breakfast will help you to perform well during the day, and your body will burn most of the calories through the day. This will help you to lose weight and stay fit. Finally, you can use the method shown in the figure to calculate the calories of any food item. Moving towards the last component of healthy diet, which is contamination. It should be noted that the more the contamination in your food, the more unhealthy it is for you. Talking about meat contamination, it is important to note that fresh meat is very suitable for growth of bacteria. Bacteria like Salmonella can contaminate food and is very harmful for our digestive systems. It can cause diseases like food poisoning and diarrhea. To avoid contamination of meat, it is important that raw meat should be cooked thoroughly and on high temperatures before it is consumed. High temperature will kill maximum bacteria present in the meat. It is also a good practice to refrigerate the uneaten food and avoid keeping it at room temperature. While cooking raw meat, it is also important to wash your hands and utensils properly to kill all the bacteria that might be present while handling raw meat. The second source of bacteria is water contamination. Water from substandard water treatment facilities and rivers may contain bacteria which can possess the ability to cause nausea and diarrhea. So, the possible solutions to avoid water contamination is to properly boil water before drinking and try to drink water from safe and clean sources. So, this is the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening. Now, you guys will be divided into small groups for discussion. At the end of your discussion, a representative from each group will present the key points. The first question is, what do you think is the most important nutrient for us to perform daily activities? And the second question is, why is it important to consume lesser calories in dinner compared to breakfast and lunch? Thank you.